Konnichiwa, y'all, and welcome to the MrMaple Show. Today we're going to be talking about an exciting conifer from right here in our region.
Guys, we're going to talk about Biltmore Blue. Guys, we're MrMaple.com. We do over 1,000 varieties of Japanese maples and rare conifers as well. So go to MrMaple.com, you can click on the conifer section and see all the cool evergreens and conifers we list on MrMaple.com. Y'all, if you like this type of gardening content, make sure you're subscribed here on the MrMaple Show. And we do a weekly podcast on your favorite podcast platform, also called the MrMaple Show.
I love Biltmore Blue. This is a fun Pinus strobus from right here in the region. As the name implies, this was found at the Biltmore house. So, hard to have the blues when you own the Biltmore house, I guess. So they weren't in a sea of blue like we were. They were probably feeling pretty good being rich as crap at the Biltmore house. But I love this plant, guys. This was found as a witch's broom on a Pinus strobus there on the property. They actually brought in a marksman that shot the tree out and kind of got it into the trade that way. They were originally thinking about trademarking it, offering this through the Biltmore estate.
Can you imagine people walking around the Biltmore estate as they've got this marksman out there shooting at this dwarf mutation in the tree to knock that out and take cuttings and then graft it? Trying to explain that to somebody who's just a tourist seeing the Biltmore estate, I could only imagine.
Hold on, there's a shotgun going off. Love it. Bringing the redneck to the Biltmore house. I love it. Guys, this is such a cool tree though. They shot this broom out, then they were able to graft this material and get this shorter, denser, amazing blue white pine.
Yeah, I mean, the American white pine is so easy for people to grow all across the United States. And by grafting this dwarf mutation, which some people call a witch's broom, you have a dense, dwarf, compact form of what you had in that larger tree sometimes. And so you get this amazing blue color. So the name just rolls off the tongue, like Biltmore Blue. You get to tie the Biltmore Estate's name. They actually named it there at the Biltmore Estate, and they sold some of them through their garden center. And one of our friends, Richard Bomar, he was able to eventually purchase one of the Biltmore Blues. We were able to get this tree and offer it through our friend Richard Bomar, which is so cool. I mean, it has this compact nature and this really good blue color to the needles.
Yeah, these are gonna work zones 3 through zones 8, being a native here in the area. Absolutely love it. Now, typically this tree is only about 4 to 5 foot tall, 4 to 5 foot wide, making more of a small globe shape. I don't think enough people know about the beauty of this awesome Biltmore selection.
And that's probably in 10, 12 years. I mean, it takes a while to get there to that size. It has that compact shape, and it adds a lot to, you can put this in your Japanese maple garden and have a unique evergreen interest with a nice blue-green needle that you can't get on Japanese maples. You can't get that blue color out of a Japanese maple, but you can get some out of Biltmore Blue.
Now, it's a white pine, so you definitely get those silvery, variegated looks to it as well. You kind of get this frosted approach to it, but you get those blue shades that absolutely light up the garden. They look great with Japanese maples, and that smaller stature makes them perfect for miniature gardens, railroad gardens, or even fairy gardens. I think this is a perfect pine to put in a big container, kind of enjoy it in its own, and then get it out in the landscape.
I mean, that's for sure. And you can get something like a red pot and play off the blue color, get some contrast going on there. Make sure you've got good drainage if you decide to grow Biltmore Blue in a container. You know, being a conifer, it really, especially these evergreen conifers, they really like to have good drainage on their roots. Pinus strobus in a container, it makes a beautiful tree in a specimen. It's easy, it's durable, it's low maintenance in your landscape. Y'all, this is such a cool tree to have. And like Matt said, it's a zone 3 through 8 plant. That means it's extremely cold tolerant. It can actually grow in more zones than Japanese maples, which is really impressive. And this is a native selection that happened in the Biltmore estate that you can have in your garden.
Yeah, but you're gonna do that compact, more dense habit with it. Really cool. Now, the Biltmore estate, a lot of the landscaping was done by Frederick Olmsted, who's the father of modern American landscaping. Really cool piece there. Definitely should go check out our video on the maples of the Biltmore house. We took Nakata-san through there and talked about some of the different maples. There's a rich heritage there, though, of unique plants that were some of the first in the United States. So a lot of cool horticulture going on there.
So you're telling me that Olmsted might have walked past this pine tree that this witch's broom occurred on?
Probably did at some point.
That's pretty cool.
Now, when they shot this tree out, the original grafts went to our friend Brian Upchurch. We purchased Highland Creek Nursery from him around 2013, and he was grafting and growing this. But really, special thanks to Richard Bomar. He ended up moving to Oklahoma, gave us a lot of his conifer collection, and that's kind of how we got into possession of this plant. I absolutely love it. I love the name, I love the color, and I absolutely love the texture this brings to the small garden.
I mean, we bought Brian Upchurch's nursery, but he'd already sold these grafts, so they were already out of his nursery. We would have missed it if it wouldn't have been for Richard. And here's your chance to get this really cool, rare conifer You don't see listed many places. Really awesome blue color in that small compact form.
Now this looks amazing with red lace leaf. So if you want to pair this with something even as simple as Crimson Queen, I think really brings out a real elegant approach with those blue-green needles with kind of those little white hits going on everywhere.
I'm thinking Golden Falls and Summer Gold. You get some of that yellow playing off the blue color. Yellow and blue, they pop in the garden. They add that extra color contrast. And I think that would be something really cool to play with.
Yeah, I love blue conifers. Here's a chance to pick one up that is a phenomenal one for the Southeast. Absolutely love it. Really works anywhere you can grow. Like again, I said 3 through 8. So it's got a lot of places for it, but it's a native here in the Southeast and a great plant to be growing.
Y'all, an excellent conifer to add to your Japanese maple garden, an excellent conifer to add to your miniature conifer garden. It's got that really awesome presence out there in the landscape and some great blue color.
So guys, if you don't see this one currently in stock, I'll be surprised because we offer it a lot. I'd love to have this one in stock on Mr. Maple, but if it's out of stock, you can always sign up to get notified via email when we have it back in. Our first notification is always our 10 at 10 emails. We put out new trees every Tuesday and Thursday. Biltmore Blue has kind of become a staple here at Mr. Maple. It's one of those conifers that we love, so we try to offer it as frequently as possible.
I mean, if we're from the Asheville area and we don't offer Biltmore Blue, we gotta. And that's the reason we try to work so hard to make this tree constantly available. Y'all, it is an amazing little tree. It's easy, durable, and it's a dwarf white pine, which means it's gonna be part of your low maintenance landscape.
Take care.
God bless.
Have yourself a great day.